What is up, ladies and gents, boys and girls, all you fishaholics? Welcome back to the channel. I know some of you probably asking, where have I been? And my short answer for that is life has been lifing. Work, family time, everything like that. As you guys already know, I did get a new boat. We got some big things coming for you guys, and that's pretty much what this video here is about and what I'll be doing for the upcoming year of 2024, just to give you guys an insight of what's going on. So with that being said, let's go ahead and get into it. First off, I'm gonna start off with this list right here. This list is what I'm doing for 2024. All right, some things on this list are solo things. Some things on this list consist of me and D-Ray fishing to be together. So first off, 2024, brand new year. New things coming, new content coming for you guys. First thing we're doing, fishing the Major League Bass Fishing League circuit, the MLF Pheonix Bass League. That's what we're fishing. So I want to give you guys the dates, the locations of where we're fishing, and then I'm going to give you something else that I will be fishing. So this year I'm going to be fishing 2 tournament brackets, trying to make some checks and earn some money for my family. So hope you guys wish me luck on that. But first thing first, January 6th, 2024, first stop is Sam Rayburn. I've been to Sam Rayburn one time about 3 weeks ago. I fished like a little pay-in tournament, a little small tournament, and it did not go well at all. A lot of boats did not catch fish at all. It was hot for a couple days before that tournament, and then a cool front pushed in, and it just shut the fish down completely. Somebody did catch them though. I want to say first place was like 13 pounds or something like that. I don't know. I have to go back and look at that, but it wasn't much. And like I said, a lot of boats did not catch fish. So January 6th for the Major League Pheonix Bass League first tournament, Sam Rayburn. I will have content coming up for that in the upcoming weeks, maybe about 2 or 3 weeks from now. I will be going back to Sam Rayburn to go practice for this tournament to see what I can find and try to locate some areas and dial in the pattern. Second stop, February 10th. February 10th, 2024 is Lake Guntersville in Alabama. I have never been to Lake Guntersville. I have heard a lot about Lake Guntersville. I have watched plenty of videos about Lake Guntersville. But we have to go there and get on the water and see what we can do for ourselves, see what we can find, everything like that. You guys know with tournament fishing, it's practice, pattern, work your pattern. If you find something that works, go ahead with that idea. But sometimes it doesn't always go that way, man. Sometimes you got to improvise. You got to be able to move on the fly. March 9th, 2024, we are on my favorite lake in the country, which is Toledo Bend. I love Toledo Bend a lot. I have been to Toledo Bend a lot. Toledo Bend is about 4 hours from my house, and me and D-Ray, we take that trip a lot. Sometimes we do turnaround trips. We'll leave out early in the morning, fish all day, drive back that night. That's how much we love that lake. Toledo Bend is one of these tournaments that I do have circled. I do have this tournament circled. I feel like I can do pretty good on this tournament. Not to mention, a couple weeks ago, I went to Toledo Bend and I actually caught my PB, which is one of my shorts on this channel. If you guys pay attention to the channel, you can go back and watch that short. April 6th, 2024, we are back to Sam Rayburn with Major League Fishing. We are back there. All right, so hopefully January 6th gives me a little insight of what's going on Sam Rayburn. April, couple months later, bass might be in a different pattern. They might be pushing up the spawn at that point or be right at pre-spawn. So hopefully we can get on some biggins around that time. Hopefully we can catch some bedding fish around that time. Put us in contention for a check. All right, the last 2 tournaments, I am fishing a 2-day tournament. I have April, and then we jump all the way to September 7th and 8th of 2024. So we have that break between June, July, and August. Well, in my second tournament, you'll see what I'm talking about. And later down this video, you'll see what I'm talking about. So June, July, and August, we have a break and we jump all the way to September. So September 7th and 8th of 2024, it's a 2-day tournament on Sam Rayburn once again. So that's Sam Rayburn 3 times already for the Major League Pheonix Bass League. So hopefully by that time, we have something dialed in on this lake. We've been there 3 times. Maybe we can catch on to the pattern that the fish have going on. Who knows? Hopefully each one of those checks we can be, each one of those tournaments we can be in contention for a check. You know, so that's the name of the game. Last tournament, lake I've always wanted to go to, but it's a 13-hour drive from my house. But I put it on here. September 28th and 29th, we will be at Lake Okeechobee. Lake Okeechobee in South Florida. I've always wanted to go there. I've always heard about giant bags being caught on Lake Okeechobee. Hopefully we can replicate the same thing. But as everybody, if you've been listening to the fishing industry, been watching a lot of YouTube videos about what's going on with Major League, a lot of things have changed. A lot. That's entry fees, payouts, what it takes to qualify for the next thing, the next tournament bracket. A lot of things have changed. You hear a lot of people talking about sponsors. You hear a lot of people talking about live scope being banned and stuff like that. Man, look, we can get into it like this. Starting off with the entry fees for the Pheonix Bass League. I think it's $220 per boater, which is not bad at all. I think it used to be like $320. I want to say it was $320 at first for the 1-day tournaments. I think it dropped down to $220, and the co-angler is $110. But for the 2-day BFLs, it has jumped up to $320 for the 2-day BFLs. So the 2 days have replaced the 1-day entry fee, I think. So the first 4 tournaments that I have with Major League are $220 entry fee. That's not really that bad. Not trying to break the bank, not trying to break your pocket. This can be for like the weekend warriors. You know, if you have a tournament that's in your area and you're willing to pay the entry fee, by all means, go ahead and do that. The last 2 tournaments that I have in September, those are 2-day BFLs. You have to make the cut. Those are $320. If you're not a member of Major League Fishing, I think it's a $25 fee that you have to put on top of that. So, I mean, it's not that bad. It's not trying to break your pockets or anything. So all in all, I'm looking at about $1,500 just in entry fees. All right. So, that, I mean, it's not that bad. You know, it could be a lot more. The more you move up in Major League, the entry fees are going to come more. As for example, Tackle Warehouse Invitationals has now went to $5,000 entry fee. I don't know if it's always been the same, but I think it's now $5,000 for the entry fee. That's if you don't have sponsors, which leads me to the subject of sponsorship. All right, a lot of people talk about sponsorships and what they do and all of that stuff like that. It's hard to get sponsors in my eyes. You have to network with the right people. You have to communicate with the right people. What these sponsors are looking for is, what can you do for them? That's the name of the game. What can you do for those sponsors? If you have something that you can bring to the table with these sponsors and everything, in return, they will see what they can do for you. So sometimes if you get in good with these sponsors and everything, man, hey, sometimes your entry fees can be taken care of. Your fuel can be taken care of. Your lodging can be taken care of. You never know. You just have to network. You have to have something behind your name, which can be social media. A lot of people don't have social media in the fishing industry. If you do, that's the best thing for you. Having a social media following, having YouTube channels, something that you can put content out, get people to follow you. You have a big following. Those people can see what type of people are following you, what age group, how long people have been watching your videos, everything like that. And they can get an idea of what you bring to the table. You know, that's the name of the game. What can you bring to the table for these sponsors? And they will see what they can do for you. Me personally, I'm going to take the route of building my own brand, which I have been doing for about a year now. Hence, that's why you guys see Big 50 Fishing. You see my logo and everything like that. So I want to show you guys something right quick. These will be coming soon. We have the Big 50 Fishing logo shirts. These will be coming soon. Give you guys a look at that right quick. All right. I do have my own website that's in the works right now. Hopefully in January I can start getting my merch and everything made. Talk with the right people about that. I have hats, as you guys seen me wear in some of my previous videos. I'm gonna have shirts, I will have sweatpants, I will have hoodies. Eventually I will have like key lanes and stickers for kids. And I also have another company that I'm partnered with right now called Crush It Gel. If you watch any of my previous videos, you will see that, or my shorts, you will see that I have been using this gel on some of my baits. All right. Down the line, I plan on starting my own bait brand, Big 50 Baits. Okay. So I'm partnered with this company, Crush It Gel, Bass Crack, and I want to start my own line of baits, Big 50 Baits, and I want to infuse or at least put a tube of this gel with each bait pack that I sell. So each bait pack that I sell, the baits will either come coated with this gel, or the tube of scent will be in the pack with the baits. So that's just a couple ideas that I'm giving you guys. Hopefully I have my merch available soon for the upcoming year. So that's enough with the Major League Fishing. Now the bonus thing is, here's where D-Ray Fishing comes in at. We are fishing the Texas Team Trial. The Texas Team Trial, if you guys never heard of it, they go to a lot of the major lakes around the Texas area and they fish these 250 field boats, 250 boat field of tournaments. And these tournaments are also not trying to break your pockets either. $250 entry fee, but between both people, you split that cost $125 a person. I mean, plus your fuel and your lodging wherever you go. So this is going to be followed and mixed in with the major league tournaments. So as you guys know, we're going to go ahead and get into that. First of all, major league, you know, we've been to Sound Rayburn 4 times already. First tournament, Texas Team Trial, February 17, 2024, Sound Rayburn. Back to Sound Rayburn. If we haven't cashed a check by now, I don't know what's going on. If I haven't cashed a check by now on Sound Rayburn, I might well go ahead and sell everything I got. Go ahead and hang it up. March 23rd, Sam Rayburn. March 23rd, 2024, Sam Rayburn. So that is 1, 2, 3, 4. That's 5 times we have been to Sam Rayburn. We should know the whole lake by then. I mean, there's a lot of water, but just think about how much water you're gonna cover in those 5 days, those 5 tournaments. All right, April 13th, we have Lake Fork in Yantis, Texas. I've never been to Lake Fork, always wanted to go. It's about 6 hours from my house. I've watched a lot of videos on it. I watched a lot of the Bassmaster stuff on it. April 13th, I don't know for sure yet, guys, if I'm gonna be able to make that tournament. I know with Texas Team Trial, you have to qualify. You have to be, you know, with points, you have to qualify with points to be in contingent for Anglers of the Year or prize money, stuff like that. I do have prior engagements on April 13th. So that one is kind of up in the air right now, but we will see where it leads us. Moving on, May 4th, we have Belton Lake, Texas. Belton Lake, I hear it's like a very, very clear water compound. And it's a lot of sea walls, a lot of rock walls, and it's a very clear lake, not very much of a deep lake. Most of your bottom sediment in that lake is just rock. I have watched a couple videos on that, some previous Texas Team Trial videos on Belton Lake. I have passed that lake before in Texas, going to my sister's house. We would just have to see what we can do on that one, because I think it's about 7.5 hours from my house. So it'll kind of be hard to get there to go practice. Not as it would like Lake Okeechobee in the major league bracket. Lake Okeechobee is a 13-hour drive, but everybody knows Lake Okeechobee, you can go there and do anything: punch, swim jig, chatterbait, frog. Doesn't matter. You're gonna get bites. It's just a matter if you're getting the right bites. But Belton Lake, that's kind of a hike. Yeah, we're not gonna really be able to practice for that tournament. So same thing with Lake Fork. We're not gonna be able to practice with that tournament. The last tournament will be the championship tournament, but you have to qualify for that championship tournament with points. I want to say it's going to be the top 50 boaters in points for the championship, and that will be June 8th. So that goes back to Major League when I said we had June, July, and August off. Well, now we don't have June off. So we have June 8th and 9th, which is a 2-day tournament for the championship, and it's on none other but my favorite lake, Toledo Bend. So hopefully, man, we can be in contingency to be in that championship, earn enough points to be in that championship. I want to say Major League Fishing, this number's popping up in my head that you fish for like $30,000 as a boater. The Texas Team Trial, I think it's a team tournament, but you fish for $6,000 first place, and you can be in contingency of sponsor money. Like if you run a Ranger boat, you can get a check just because you run a Ranger boat. Or if you use AFCO gear, you can get a check just because you're wearing AFCO gear. If you're using Lowrance screens, you can get a check just for simply doing those things or simply having those things. But I think Texas Team Trial is $6,000 first place, and first place is also a new bass boat. I think it's a Pheonix 518 Pro that you can win with the first place check. So man, we got a lot of things coming. So let's go back over these tournaments, man. So Major League, we got Sam Rayburn, Lake Guntersville, Toledo Bend, Sam Rayburn, Lake Okeechobee. Texas Team Trial, we have Sam Rayburn, Lake Fork, Belton Lake, Toledo Bend for the 2-day championship. With the Texas Team Trial, I'm looking at about $1,200 in entry fees. So as of right now, I have some things in play with people or companies that are trying to help, talking with the right people, networking with the right people. Trying to help me with whether it be lodging, fuel costs, tournament entry fees. Doesn't matter. Even if they don't help, we still have to pay these things. But if they do help, it's greatly appreciated, and I can put those people's names and businesses and stuff out there for them. But that's it, guys, man. 2024 is going to be a busy year up to September. Like I say, hopefully I can cash a check in one of these tournaments for my family, man. That'll be real nice. Just giving you guys an update, letting you guys know what's going on for 2024. Hopefully you guys tune in for 2024. It's going to be a year of growth. It'll be a year of testing myself. Hopefully I fish clean all year. If I fish clean, I feel I can cash a couple checks. So thank you guys for tuning in. Big 50 Fishing, over and out.